Welcome back, A-Team. Your instructor, David here, bringing you another installment as part of our HIIT Strength and Sprint series. Today's run is a 20-minute run titled Sprints and Splits. In the run that I've got programmed for you, we're going to start off with some 80-second intervals, and then midway through, we'll drop down to some 40-second intervals, and at the very end of class, I've got a 1-minute little bonus sprint for us. Before we get started, I want you to make sure that you're warmed up, you've got your shoes double knotted, and you're ready to go. For today's run, we're gonna have almost every single interval and recoveries be at 3% incline. So I'd like you to join me there at 3% right now. I'm already there and I'm at a nice walk. So if you wanna walk it out while I talk about some of the logistics for class, feel free to meet me there. In the run, we're gonna have what I call your fastest for 1 minute straight. I want you to think about the pace that you could run at for your fastest. If you're a newer runner, I want you to pick either maybe 7 or 8 miles per hour. If you're an experienced runner, either 9 or above. Have that number in the back of your head. And we're gonna start today's class at 2 miles per hour below your fastest. So for me, I'm gonna pick my fastest at 9 miles per hour, 3% incline, and I'm gonna choose 2 miles per hour below that pace. So I'm starting at 7. Let's do our first interval here. It's 80 seconds on, 3% incline, 2 miles per hour below your fastest. And this should be maybe a 6 out of 10 for your maximum intensity. Let's take off for our first interval right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, 2 below your fastest right here. So for me, I'm gonna be running at 7 miles per hour here because my fastest is 9. You scale up or down on this one. I want you to just kind of let your body go into autopilot for a moment. See if you can figure out what feels right to you on how you're running. Everybody's a little bit different, but we do want to use gravity and be a little bit more efficient as we run. So I want you to start from the crown of your head with your form by bringing your chin down, have a slight lean forward, and just wiggle your shoulders away from your ears. This little lean forward is almost like we're falling forward, and it's just making it easier for us to stay here on this treadmill as we head up this hill. You're already 45 seconds into this first interval. We have a little over 30 seconds to go, and we'll hit our first recovery. Recoveries for the most part today are gonna be 1 minute long. You're gonna keep the incline on, and you can either go to a fast walk or a slow jog. If you ever wanna go faster or slower than that, you're more than welcome to. Let's stay here for 10 seconds, and then we'll check in on our recoveries. Recovery coming in 5, 4, 3, 2. Just slow it down. For me, I'm walking out my recoveries today. If you ever want to add some intensity to any of your runs, there's always that option of upping what you think is your fastest that you can run for 1 minute straight. But if you're not quite ready to go faster than that, then your other option is to focus on your recoveries. Your recoveries, if you want more, try to give me something closer to 50% of your fastest for a recovery pace. So if I was there, I'd be closer to 4.5 miles. For me, I'm walking right now around 3.5, just because I need a little bit longer because I'm chatting with y'all. All right, interval 2 is coming at us in about 15 seconds. We're adding 0.5 to our last pace. Incline stays at 3. You will be 1.5 miles per hour below your fastest. Let's try this one out here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and pick it up right here. So I'm gonna be at 7.5 for me. Just a little bit faster. You're definitely starting to feel that incline that's on the treadmill now. Usually 1 or 2%. I always think about that incline simulating a feel of an outdoor road. 3%, you're feeling it in your legs, a little bit in your booty as well. Just be grateful for it, for what your body gives you in this moment. Stay right here. Nice job, y'all. So, heart rate's elevated. Head up this little hill and just check in with your breath. I want you to see if you can give me a slightly longer inhale than what's naturally occurring. Let the exhale just happen on its own. Nice job, friends. We're gonna be here for another 20 seconds. Good. Staying relaxed in your upper body, especially in your chest, in your hands, and have your elbows track by your side. We're gonna have our second recovery in 4, 3, 2, and recover. Take it down. Good job. All right. Recoveries are all up to you on what you wanna do here. Some days you might be feeling really good, really energized. Maybe it's later in the day for you. If it's earlier in the day, you're feeling a little tight, not quite warm yet, it's always okay to pull back. Just check in where you are for today and don't worry about where you've been in the past. All right. Next interval's coming at us in about 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and stay right here. Whew. After we finish these first 4 80-second intervals, I'll give you a little bit longer recovery, and then we'll get into some intervals that are half as long and build up to some faster paces. Next interval, adding another 0.5 on your speed. So you're gonna be 1 mile per hour below your fastest. Try it here in 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace. This intensity should be maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10 on this one. Good, so my fastest is 9, and I'm gonna be right here at 8. You're probably gonna hear me talk a little bit less, and I want you to kind of feel that out as well. If you were running with a friend beside you, you're having a conversation, at this point in the run, you're going so fast with this incline on, that it's gonna be tough for you in this moment to hold a conversation. Or at least maybe you could have some one-word answers if somebody's asking you some questions. Some yeses, some nos, but that's about it. Let's stay here for another 30 seconds. You got it. Good job. I think there's a lot of power in silence. Just scan your body for tension. See if you can let go to anything from the shoulders, the hands, the face. We're gonna have another 1 minute recovery coming at us in 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. Take it down a little slower. Whew. So I've been teaching running for a while, running on my own for a while as well. And I think as humans, we do a lot of intervals that are all about 1 minute long. And anything past that 1 minute mark usually feels a little tougher on us. And that's what it's gonna feel like right here. We're gonna do one last 80-second interval. I'll give you a longer recovery after this one, and I'll give you the power to go way shorter in our intervals as we build up our speed even faster. You're still at that 3% incline, keep it there. In 15 seconds, we'll kind of rip the Band-Aid off and go for our last 80-second interval. We are adding 0.5 to our speed, so that will get you at 0.5 below your fastest. Let's try it out together in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm at 8.5. Join me at whatever that means to you. 0.5 below your fastest. So intensity level 9, maybe even a 10 out of 10. You should be huffing and puffing by the end of this one. But I also want you to know that you have that permission to go all out in this one, because I'm giving you that much longer recovery in the end game. Stay here. Good. You're right around that halfway mark of this last 80-second interval. Find your stride, find your breath, relax. You can do this. Good. 25 seconds. You're with me. Stay. Maybe a nice stride. Maybe a little bounce in your step. Final 10. My challenge to you is to wait for me to count you all the way down before you peel the speed speed off. You have 3, 2, 1, recover. All right. From this point right here, I'm giving you about 90 seconds before we switch off to the second part of class. I'm gonna take it way down for me for a walk. If you feel comfortable, safe at this pace, maybe give me some shoulder circles, up, down and back. Open up your chest. I always like to bring in some of my yoga background into everything that I'm doing. Not only my runs, my cycling, my swimming, my strength training, all of that. The breath that we have in yoga is a great tool to get your heart rate down. So focus on your inhale, slightly longer inhale through the nose. Feels like a snore at the back of your throat. Try that. Open mouth, exhale, let everything go. Good, we're gonna do that a few times. And here's our really good news. You did all your longer intervals, 4 80-second intervals in the bag. Now, we're gonna hit 5 40-second intervals, so half as long. The first one is starting at 2 miles per hour below your fastest. So again, my fastest was 9, I'm gonna be at 7. We still have our 3% incline, so if that came off, put it back on. In 10 seconds, we're going 2 miles per hour below your fastest. This is the pace where we started class. Try it with me in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, I'm at 7. Join me wherever you need to be. Just 40 seconds. Intensity on this one is not crazy. Maybe a 5 out of 10. Not gonna be the hardest interval today, but I do wanna have that slight bump of our heart rate. Just get it accelerated. Already halfway through this one. Recoveries, still 1 minute. Stay here for 10. It's all right to give yourself a little smile too. We recover in 4, 3, 2, walk or jog it out. So this is the point of class right here, that recoveries become longer than your intervals. If you want to add some distance in this overall run, challenge yourself in the recovery pace. If you can get close to 50% of your fastest, you can run for 1 mile straight in your recovery, then you're gonna train yourselves to have a longer distance pace. So your distance pace is something that you can hold for a while still staying in control of your heart rate. We're getting ready for our next interval. Still 3% incline. Add 0.5 on your speed from last time. 3, 2, 1. So this is 1.5 below your fastest. I'm at 7.5. For me, you scale up or down. Short, sweet intervals, we like these. Feel so much better than those other ones. Nice job, friends. 15 seconds, you can do this. This is like a 6 out of 10 for your intensity. I think I was a little off on my time. We're still here for 20, stay here. Nice, you've got 10. Nice recovery in 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Take it down. So for me, I've had a really intense training week. My recoveries, I know today, I need to take them really slow. If you're on par with that, stay with me here. If you're trying to get the most out of this workout, challenge yourself in the recovery paces. Pick it up even by 0.1, 0.2 than what you've been doing in the past. Whew. All right. I'm gonna give you about 40 seconds. That's a nice long time here. Before we get into your third 40-second interval. If you've been picking up on the pattern, we're just adding 0.5 on our speed each time. So it's gonna feel a little bit more like a sprint. Good job, friends. We're adding 0.5 in about 20 seconds. So math in your head, that is 1 mile per hour below your fastest. My fastest is 9. I'll be in at 8. We're gonna go in 10 seconds. Get ready to add your speed. If you wanna get that full interval, start adding now. Let's go. 1 below your fastest in 3, 2, 1, go. Whew. Okay. Find that pace. Let your body go into autopilot. Maybe look straight ahead. I do want you to pay attention to your toes for a second. Depending on your hips, some of us have internally rotated hips where your toes might point in, or externally rotated hips where your toes might point out. I want you to see if you can shoot that straight ahead on us. Good, you've got 3, 2, and 1. Recover, recover. Nice job, y'all. Good. Let's hit 2 more of these. Okay, 2 more 40-second intervals. I will give you a slightly longer recovery after that second one, and we're gonna have 1 bonus sprint to your finish line at the end. That bonus sprint, I do want you to look forward to it. It's gonna be us going the fastest you can go for 1 minute straight, and the good news is we'll get to take the incline down to 0. Let's get ready for this next interval. We're gonna go again, adding 0.5, so 0.5 below your fastest in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go right here. So I'm at 8.5. I'm gonna talk a lot less because I'm here working just as hard as you. Starts to feel like that sprint. Are you still leaning forward? Are you hanging on to tension in your shoulders, in your hands? Can you let it go? Nice job, stay for 15. You're with me, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, take it down, slow it down. You're good. 1 minute recovery. All right, shoulders, maybe up, down, back. For me, sometimes when I'm working really hard, I know my tension comes all up here. So I'll squeeze my shoulders up by my ears, get everything super tight, and then just exhale, let it go. See if you can try that a couple times. You can look like a crazy person on your own, or just know you've got a friend right here doing it with you. Let's go. Good. 20 seconds. We're gonna take off to this next one. It will be the fastest you can go for 1 minute straight. Is the pace I'm asking for, but I'm only gonna make you do it for 40 seconds. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to 9. You find your fastest right here. Quick 40-second sprint to your finish line. Go. You know that a big recovery is coming up after this, so stick with it. Just pay attention to how you're landing on the treadmill belt. See if you can land a little softer, even though you're going fast. Just bring that mindfulness, that awareness. Last 10 seconds. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm giving you a 90-second recovery. Take it down, walk it out, reset. You're also gonna take the incline down to 0. So first time we've had it at 0 since we've started this, and you know you're in the home stretch. Whew. So I want you to imagine this entire time we've been running, we're going up a slow slope incline. It's not the steepest, but something you've been feeling for the whole time. Now, we've come to a plateau No more incline. You're gonna sprint to your finish line for 1 minute. I'm gonna ask for the fastest you've got left in the tank. If that's faster than what you've kind of set that number in your head, so let's say my number's 9, fastest I've been basing my intervals off of that, but I'm feeling a little better than that today, go for it. What would happen if you gave this last interval 100% here? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to reset, get your heart rate down. If you're that person that likes to have a little bit of incline, maybe 1-2% on, just to simulate that outdoor road feel, you're welcome to be there. I'm being at 0. This last intensity should be an all out 10 out of 10. You've got 10 seconds before we hit our sprint. Big inhale, get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, pick up your pace. Get it right here. All out sprint, 1 minute on the clock, finish line in sight. I want you to imagine you're in a race, you've got those last couple people just in front of you, and you're digging deep, surprising yourself on how much you can speed or sprint. If you've got it, maybe add a little bump of speed on right now. I'm adding 0.2 just to see how it feels for me. You have barely over 30 seconds left, and then we'll stop. You got it. Good job. A team, we are in our last 15 seconds. Just think about how great you're gonna feel for the rest of today. Stay here. You're gonna wait for me to count you all the way down. You can either walk or stop the treadmill in 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Nice. I'm gonna let my treadmill come down to a little bit of a walk. I wanna thank you again for joining me on this 20-minute run. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.